Hello and welcome back to another Random Restoration Monday here on Diecast. My name is Ron. Well, today we have a Matchbox by Lesney No. 9 AMX Javalin. This one, it has the opening doors and it is a bit play worn. The top is a little caved in, so we got to do some work on that. It's not terrible. It does have one fractured A-pillar, which we're going to have to play nice with to see if I can get that back in place before it falls off completely. But heavily kid painted, so we got our work cut out for us to try to bring this little beauty back to what it looked like. So let's go ahead and blow it apart, take a look at the pieces and parts, see what we have to play with, and we'll get this build going. So everybody, please stay tuned. All right, we got a little Matchbox Javalin AMX by Lesney all blown apart. It had two posts. I was able to drill them and tap them for the 256 screws. So not a lot of trouble there. We do have a little bit of a bend right there that I'm going to have to play with just a little bit. And as I said, it does have the opening doors, so I think we're going to leave those in for stripping, and just so I don't lose that spring, I hope. And as you can see, the top is just a little bit dished in, so I got to see if I can pound that back out. But we also have this fractured A-pillar over here, which I'm going to have to try to straighten. So lots of issues with that. Looks like the hood is maybe just a little bent right here as well. But we'll get that kid paint off and we'll take a look at it. Little plastic hood scoop. It was chrome, not any longer. And our window, which has chrome where it shouldn't have, and it is dirty, dirty, dirty. Nice interior. It's actually pretty clean considering. And lots of kid paint on the front and back of that. Now, this was held on by these two little posts, which I drilled and smoothed out, so when we put the wheels back on, which are clipped in underneath, that should just go right back on there if you put it on the right way. And we can secure that with just a little bit of super glue to hold it on the tabs there. But we do have our work cut out for us. Metal base. And these raunched up wheels here. Roached up, yeah. We'll have to do our best to clean those up. And hey Mark, look! Carpet fuzz. Matchbox Mark loves to find carpet fuzz. So, that is the pieces and parts of our little AMX Javalin. Lots of rust and a little bend in the axle there. All right, well, let's get this thing in the stripper and get the rest of it cleaned up and see where we are going with this build. Everybody, please stay tuned. All right, before we get to the reveal, let's take just a moment and look back at where we started. This is a Matchbox by Lesney No. 9 AMX Javalin that's been heavily played with and kid painted. So let's go ahead and get to the reveal and take a look, see what I was able to do with this little Javelin. So everybody, please stay tuned. And here it is, our completed Matchbox by Lesney No. 9 AMX Javalin. This one had quite a few issues. Excuse me, the roof was caved in a bit, and the A-pillars were both broken. And then I found another crack down in one of the door sills that each one needed a little bit of repair with some CA glue, and then reinforced it with the baking soda. But in the end, the glass was the biggest issue. It had a giant break right in the middle of it. But I overcame that by digging around in my stash, and I found one that was a little more trashed, but the window was good. So I robbed the window out of that, and the dash was missing. So I found also the hood scoop with the dash intact. So I was able to put those back to get back in this one and made a complete car. Then we brightened up, cleaned up the wheels as best we could. I repainted them in a satin black and re-chromed them with Molotow pen, and they came out looking really quite well, I thought. Anyway, this is a beautiful little car, and I was glad I was able to save it. The one I robbed the parts off of was in worse shape than this one, believe it or not. But here it is. It's all wrapped up and restored and ready to go on the shelf with the rest of my Matchbox cars. Well, I hope you liked this video. Oh yeah, the paint. The paint is actually Tester's Lime Ice. I just thought it gave a little more jazz to the finish than the other green paint I was going to use. Never hurts to have a little sparkle in a restoration, so that's the only real deviation. We also painted the base in a metallic aluminum to emulate the paint that was on it when I tore it apart. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are not currently a subscriber, I hope you will. And when you subscribe, be sure you ring the bell so you'll be notified of future builds when they are available. And be sure you share with your friends. Well, thank you all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you that watches and comments and subscribes to my channel. And I will see you in the next.